You know, in all the discussions pertaining to deficits, the national debt, and out-of-control government spending, I think there's a word we will need to start using in the coming years, and that is quadrillion. We are approaching that realm, or rather, we're actually already there. It's recently come out that the Green New Deal could cost upwards to $93 trillion, or 9.3% of a quadrillion dollars. We already have unfunded liabilities, which you can see at the bottom center of this. They're reaching into $122 trillion, which is about 12% of $1 quadrillion. Now look, we have an M2 money supply, which is basically all coins and all cash, all savings accounts, checking accounts, and CDs, certificates of deposit. This totals at around $14.5 trillion. If we are going to talk about Medicare for all, the Green New Deal, UBI, a guaranteed federal job for all, free tuition at public colleges, if we're going to consider all these things as one massive push for the government to grow at an unprecedented scale, we are talking about a large percentage of $1 quadrillion. This is also magnitudes larger than the amount of actual money that exists right now. This cannot occur without an absolute implosion of the economy, which leads me to my second point, which is the rebuttal made by those who advocate for things like the Green New Deal. They will say, okay, there are a lot of troubling economic and monetary conditions that may come about from this, but it's worth it because, as AOC pointed out, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't do anything. So as irresponsible and reckless as this spending may be, it's still worth it to save all of our lives. Now, I made a video the other day, and plenty of other people have made videos about these ridiculous apocalyptic predictions made by those warning of impending environmental doom, whether it's the Arctic shelf disappearing, the US running out of oil, millions of people dying from smog, acid rain destroying our crops, causing starvation, the ozone layer being depleted, etc. None of these things ever happened, and in fact, some of these problems are better now than when they were warned about. So I am not entirely convinced that in 12 years the world is going to end because of yet another apocalyptic prediction. So we are left with a choice. Either we do not recklessly and irresponsibly spend and print our currency into oblivion, which we're already doing anyway, and dig a hole of debt that is impossible to claw our way out of, even though that is also a crisis that we've likely already passed the point of no return. So either we don't act irresponsibly in this regard and we take the chance that the world isn't going to descend into environmental chaos in 12 years, or we go down a route of guaranteed chaos, guaranteed instability, insanity, and economic upheaval in order to combat a crisis that was likely oversold to begin with. And why would we do something like this? Well, as I said, it's to fend off a nightmare environmental scenario, but there is another nightmare scenario that is baked directly right into the supposed solution that AOC and her pals are offering us. If our goal is to diminish human suffering, which is perfectly noble, the utter destruction of our economy and the sapping of every ounce of purchasing power of our currency is not the way to do it. But lucky for us, if the Green New Deal never comes to fruition, I do not think that the story of revelations will become a reality, and I do think that most of us will survive the coming decade, given the amount of apocalyptic predictions that have been proven wrong in the past. But anyway, please like and subscribe, or maybe don't, we're all going to be dead soon anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Like and subscribe because that would just be fantastic of you, and please take it easy. Thank you.